Okay, so we will start with songs and little games that you can use to get your baby to interact with you before they necessarily have words to interact. So communication is back and forth. So if we initiate it, then someone else responds. If they initiate it, then we respond. So that's the goal, and it starts before words with our interaction. So first I'll do peekaboo. And what we're looking for with peekaboo is not only vocalizations or sounds. I'm looking for them to just interact with the game. And then, I've got an itchy eye. And then for the child or the baby to start doing things themselves, like covering up their face, and then you say boo. So peekaboo is great. You put your hands up, peek, a boo, peek, a boo, and I get pretty close to them so that eventually they can reach up and try to grab things. You can use, I don't have a blanket with me, but you can use a blanket and put it up and say peek, a boo. Get down on the floor and do it, or this is something you can do with kids before they're super active and physically moving around. So once your child is familiar, once you're getting smiles and that's an enjoyment, showing enjoyment in the activity with peekaboo. So that might be where they start, where you get a smile from them or good eye contact. They might move their legs. If you go peek-a-boo, they might get their legs moving or their arms or their whole body, or they might giggle a little bit. They might let out a coo or a babble like, oh, and get excited. So eventually what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of build in some wait time is what we call it. And that's where you pause. It's a long, awkward pause. And you're hoping that they're gonna fill that space, whether it's with a squeal or they're gonna a gurgle or eventually maybe it's a mama, that kind of a thing, or a dada. So I'll show you what that wait time looks like. It's about 5 to 10 seconds, and it feels like forever sometimes, but you're just trying to get them to interact with you. Later on, it's a really good tool for older kids as well, but it can also bring kids back to an activity if you take a pause. So it's actually the opposite of what you would think. Like you would think if you said their name or whatever, that they would come back to it, but sometimes just pausing will bring their attention back. So I'll show you what wait time looks like. Peek. A boo. And I'm waiting to see if they're gonna give me something. And if they do, you do it immediately. So if I hear a gurgle or if I hear a grunt or anything from that baby, I'm immediately opening up my hand. So I'm not gonna wait the full 5 to 10 seconds if they communicate with me. So if they don't communicate with me, then I will wait the 5 to 10 seconds and I'll just model it again. A boo, after that time. So you can use wait time during peekaboo, and in the next video, I'll do patty cake.